Hey, and how's your day, my fellow tuners, and thanks for tuning in to a brand new video. Now, I made an expose video a few days ago, and it's been getting some negative attention. Because of that, I'm going to be making a more formal and serious video discussing what happened. But if you don't want to listen to me talk, and you just want something more entertaining while also knowing what happened, I recommend you watch the other video I did called Ominous Nebula, quote-unquote, exposed, wasting people's time. Also, before I begin, I just want to say that, one, I'm doing this all in one take, so sorry if I stutter, or if I say or a lot, or mispronounce words. I want to get this video out as soon as possible, so I'm trying to rush production. Second, please don't send any hate to Ominous or anyone mentioned in this video. I think Ominous is a really good person, and nobody deserves any hate, but at the same time, please don't dislike the video just because what I'm saying is negative. I know a bunch of little kids are probably just gonna dislike because how dare I say something bad about their favorite YouTuber, but please just watch the whole video with an open mind and try to understand where I'm coming from. Okay, with that out of the way, let's start the video. Now, if you don't know what happened, basically a popular Lumion legacy YouTuber by the name of Ominous Nebula was given a gamma gleaming started by the developers with the purpose of giving it out. Ominous decided to give it out through a tournament, and the only way to sign up was going to a Discord server and type in your name. But here's where the problem started to rise. Only 128 people could be in the tournament, and the signups were only open twice, meaning only 64 people could sign up at one time. Which I guess is reasonable, because, you can't just have a bajillion people signing up and being in the tournament because, well, that would take forever. So you might be asking, why are you making a video on this, HexaTalks? What's the big deal? Well, basically, the first round of signups were supposed to happen at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Everything was going as it should, but for some reason, the signups weren't opening. About 15 minutes after 1 p.m., and people were starting to get really impatient. At this time, people just thought Neb was being a little late. So they waited. And they waited. And they waited. And they waited. It wasn't helping that the mods on the server were also taunting and toying with the people that were waiting. They were pretending to be ominous, putting dumb messages in the chat, trying to fake people out, and it was getting a lot of people upset. The messages were deleted very quickly, so I don't think anybody got screenshots of them, but I promise it happened. 30 minutes passed and people were starting to get really angry. Mind you, they have put aside very important things such as sleep, eating, and online school, only expecting to wait a very little amount of time. Instead, so far they've been waiting for a huge amount of time, and people were not happy. As you can see from the screenshots, people were having negative reactions to all of this. But because there were very little spots, people did not leave in fear that they would miss out. So they waited, and waited, and waited. 1 hour passes by and things are getting so chaotic that there's a huge cooldown timer in the Discord chat. But even then, there are still tons of people flooding messages that are all angry. Thankfully, one of the mods stepped up at the time and said that if Ominous did not show up in 30 minutes, he would delay signups until the next day. He didn't come. At this point, Ominous had wasted about 2 hours of people's time. For some people, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. But why didn't they just leave, you might ask? Well, first of all, as I said before, there were very limited spots. Everybody wanted to get into the tournament, and because nobody knew when Neb would come back, everybody did not want to leave in fear of missing out. Now this was already terrible. Ominous has wasted about 2 hours of people's time, but it gets worse. The moderator who delayed the signup said that they would be delayed until the next day, but instead, Ominous opened them anyways. In fact, a few hours later, completely ignoring what his mods did, he opened the signup super early while everybody thought it was tomorrow. This costed a ton of people to lose their chances at a spot at the tournament after waiting 2 hours. Let me repeat this. People waited 2 hours for nothing. And sure, everybody makes mistakes, but this was a huge screw up. And before you go dislike and go to the comments, I'm gonna answer some things I'm pretty sure you're probably thinking. First, well, what if Ominous had something important to do? What if something bad happened where he was busy? First of all, if Ominous was busy, he should have at least delayed the signups instead of making people wait 2 hours for nothing. The thing is, Ominous did not give the moderators permission to open signups. He had to be the one to do it. The mods couldn't do anything. Second, we know Ominous fell asleep and overslept the signups, so he just fell asleep before signups started. Oh, but the mods were spammed with death threats. Okay, I do not support what happened to the mods. What happened to the mods was absolutely terrible and nobody deserved it. So please don't send any threats to the moderators, Ominous, or anyone. We're all human beings. And you're also probably thinking, well, why are you complaining? It's a free gamma starter. Look, Ominous got all of the starters for free with the purpose of giving it away. It was what he was supposed to do, and he did it extremely poorly. And what Ominous did was extremely unprofessional. So, at least now you know what happened, and why me and a lot of people are mad. With all that said, that's all I have for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and become a tuner yourself. Also, please share this with as many people as possible. I want to spread the word around, so please share this around and have people see this. And thanks for tuning in, my tuners. I'll see you next time.